long ago, I was sitting in the classroom earning my master's degrees, just as you are, and I understand what a challenge it is to be a student and also to be engaged in the community and to be an activist and to be an advocate. So I congratulate all of you for coming today. As Denise explained, I did spend almost 4 years living in Guatemala, and I moved there upon graduation with a degree in journalism from Penn State University, and I had never lived in Latin America before. In fact, I had minored in French and spoke no Spanish. I got off the plane thinking, bonjour, and everyone said, buenas tardes. And after my Peace Corps training ended, I was sent to a Mayan village where people did not say buenas tardes, they said shpe'ich and sakarik, which is Quiche for good afternoon and good morning. It was a life-changing experience for me. And living in Guatemala during the war, before the peace accords were signed, it was my baptism into humanitarian work. And that is what allowed me to move on after Guatemala to do work in Bolivia, to move to Colombia, and also to move back to the United States, to South Carolina, and to discover the Latino community in South Carolina, which is largely undocumented, where there are many human rights violations, where there are labor rights violations, and where violence against women is an increasing problem. During my time as a student earning my master's degree in social work, I was also a group counselor for Latino men who were criminally convicted of domestic abuse. So these are guys from Mexico, from Central America, from Venezuela and Colombia, who have been put in prison for a 6-month period because they were beating their partners. At the end of the 6 months, they had the option to leave prison and to join my group, or to remain in prison. So I had a bunch of guys who really did not want to be there, and I was their counselor, and that was an eye-opening experience for me, learning from the perspective of the abuser why this abuse occurs. Each of the guys in my group was an undocumented Latino who spoke very little English, and they were suffering severe oppression in the workplace, discrimination in society, living in South Carolina where all Latinos are seen as illegals and they're all considered to be Mexicans regardless of their specific ethnic background. I learned a lot from them, and that is really what piqued my interest in working on the issue of violence against women. I moved to Colombia and spent 3 years there working on the impact of U.S. foreign policy in Colombia. What is the United States doing in Colombia? What is the role of U.S. policy? What is the role of the State Department? How are our tax dollars being spent there? And how is it impacting the lives of poor rural farmers, of women, of children, of trade unionists? And creating educational tools for people in the United States to advocate on behalf of Colombians. After 3 years, I decided that I'd like to try returning to the United States and doing some of the advocacy here, and that's when I became the director of the Guatemala Human Rights Commission. The commission was founded in 1982 by a nun, Sister Alice Zachman, and she was the director for 20 years. Throughout the period of the internal armed conflict, the 36-year war in Guatemala, a war where a genocide against the Mayan people was committed, where 250,000 people were killed, were murdered, were tortured, were victims of massacres that were perpetuated, 92% of the murders, by the state. So if you can imagine, translate that to the United States, if the U.S. Army, under command of the U.S. President, committed 626 massacres of U.S. citizens in the name of counterinsurgency, where 200,000 people are brutally murdered, where 50,000 people are forcibly disappeared, never to be heard from again, where 1 million people are internally displaced, where 500,000 people are externally displaced, where over 400 villages are completely disappeared, wiped off the face of the map. Imagine Orlando disappearing. Scorched earth policy, houses burned, all the farms burned, all the buildings burned. People who weren't killed forced to flee into the mountains to live a subsistence, survival type of existence until the peace accords were signed and they could actually go back to their homes, which were gone. And other people were living on their land and they could no longer get access to that land because they didn't have any documents to prove that it was theirs to begin with. That's Guatemala. Now, Guatemala in 2010, it's 13 years after the peace accords were signed. What has changed? The military officials who were in charge of executing the orders for the massacres are still in power. Police officials who rounded people up, who were in charge of intelligence gathering in the 1980s, still hold positions as officials in the Guatemalan police. Former presidents are still congressional representatives and thus maintain congressional immunity. They're not held responsible for the crimes they committed. Women were used as a tool for the weapons of war during the internal armed conflict in Guatemala, and they continue to suffer that kind of violence today. The Guatemala Human Rights Commission began a program in 2005 called For Women's Right to Live. And we've been working for the past 5 years to support women's rights in Guatemala. How do we do that? We take delegations of people just like you to Guatemala to meet firsthand with Guatemalan women activists, with directors of women's organizations, with rural Mayan communities of women who have organized for their rights, to meet with survivors of violence, and to meet with the families of victims who didn't survive. It's a 1-week experience, and you return to the United States with a list of commitments and actions that you will take upon return home. And at the tables today, we have 2 women who participated in a GHRC delegation last August, who traveled into rural areas to learn about women's rights in Guatemala and how women are organizing. Not just human rights violations, but what the women have done to defend their rights, to educate themselves, to organize and mobilize and take action. Denise and Karen were both on that delegation last August. And we're planning another delegation for this August from the 7th through the 15th. So if anyone is interested in going, you should have the little quarter-page flyer, and you can contact us if you'd like to come. Another tool that we use is to bring Guatemalan speakers to the United States in order to supply you with the information that you need to educate others, to organize, to mobilize, to take action, to create positive systemic change. We also have a quarterly publication called El Quetzal, and it's over there on the table. It's a bilingual publication. I just brought the English copies this time, but our Spanish copy is available online. And you can visit our website to learn more about our Women's Right to Live campaign. One concrete action that we are focused on is the IVAWA Act, which is the International Violence Against Women Act. And Erin is going to talk a little bit more about that during our panel discussion. But basically, it is a piece of legislation that was introduced in 2007 by Joe Biden in support of women's rights internationally. What does this mean? It means that if the Congress and the Senate in the United States vote in favor of IVAWA, then the Department of State will have a new focus, a new priority for U.S. foreign policy around the world. Not just the militarization of the drug war, not just the national security interests of the U.S., but preventing violence against women everywhere in the world. And IVAWA says that 5 to 20 countries can be selected as pilot countries for this program. Part of our work and our advocacy has been to raise awareness in the U.S. Congress and Senate and the Department of State that Guatemala is the #1 country for gender inequality in the Western Hemisphere. I'll say that again. Guatemala is the #1 country for gender inequality in the Western Hemisphere. And that takes into account access to healthcare, access to education, access to jobs, political representation, and economic power. Thus, we're advocating for Guatemala to be recognized as one of those countries that should be invested in under IVAWA if it's passed. IVAWA won't be passed unless people like you call your congressional representatives and call your senators for them to vote yes to IVAWA. And the legislation was reintroduced on February 4th of this year. There's a lot more to say, but I'm going to let the expert take the microphone so she can tell you about what's really happening in Guatemala, what's happening with the women, what's happening with women's rights, and what is needed from the international community in order to achieve the goals of equal rights for women in Guatemala. Thank you.
Let me take a moment here to try to do justice to an appropriate introduction for someone who is so important and so courageous. Let me tell you a little bit about what I've learned about Norma Cruz over the past year. Norma first devoted her human rights activism during the years of internal conflict in Guatemala to some of the actions of the Catholic Church. She helped Guatemala during the immediate post-conflict years and being instrumental in supporting those communities displaced during the conflict. Her unparalleled courage in raising awareness about impunity, the need for judicial reform, and in directly defending victims of domestic and sexual violence, trafficking, and illegal adoptions led her to being selected as a 2009 Woman of Courage by the U.S. State Department. She was also elected as the 2009 Woman of the Year for Guatemala by El Prensa Libre, the Guatemalan daily newspaper, a Guatemalan daily newspaper. The organization that she founded, which you're going to learn much more about now, Fundación Sobrevivientes, which means Survivors Foundation, provides shelter, counseling, and seeks prosecution of perpetrators of violence, illegal adoption, and human trafficking. And we are most honored to have you here with us at UCF, Norma. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you a woman of courage, Norma Cruz.
Antes que todo, muchas gracias por la invitación, por estar aquí con ustedes. Es alentador ver tanta gente joven, ver también que entre el público hay hombres. Casi siempre cuando se hablan los temas de mujeres, lo que abundan son mujeres y no hombres, pero aquí sí hay presencia y los quiero felicitar por su presencia acá, ¿verdad?
Thank you for coming. It's wonderful to see so many young people, and it's also wonderful to see men, because usually when we talk about violence against women, we really don't see that many men. It's very inspiring.
Yo hoy voy a compartir un poco de la experiencia de lo que es la violencia contra las mujeres en Guatemala. Lo quiero enfocar de una forma en donde pueda servir como, yo siempre digo, lamentablemente somos un mal ejemplo para la humanidad.
I'm going to focus today on violence against women in Guatemala, and I always say that we're a bad example for humanity.
Entonces yo quisiera que lo que hoy yo comparta con ustedes,
what I would like is that today what I share with you
les pueda servir a ustedes,
it can serve as an example,
para que eso nunca llegue a pasar acá.
So that this never happens here.
Y si ya empiezan a darse algunos indicios,
and if you see that the indices of violence are rising,
ustedes, que son el presente y el futuro de esta sociedad,
you who are the present and the future of this society,
empiecen a corregir.
You can begin to correct it.
Aquellas cosas que están mal.
The things that are bad.
Porque créanme que luego ya no se puede.
Because believe me, after the fact, you can't do it anymore.
La realidad nos sobrepasa.
The reality takes over.
Ustedes acaban de ver un pedacito del documental Paraíso de Asesinos.
You just saw a very short segment of the documentary Killer's Paradise.
Es un documental que hizo la BBC Londres en noviembre del 2005.
It's a documentary that was produced in November of 2005 by the BBC in London.
En aquel entonces se empezaba a escuchar el nombre de Guatemala
At that time, we were just beginning to hear about Guatemala
para señalar que éramos un país con cifras muy altas en muertes violentas de mujeres,
to show that Guatemala is a country where the number of women who are killed is very high.
muy similar a la realidad de Ciudad de Juárez.
It's very similar to the reality of Ciudad Juárez in Mexico.
Solo que en aquel entonces Ciudad de Juárez llevaba 400 mujeres asesinadas en 10 años.
Except that Ciudad Juárez had 400 women killed in the past 10 years.
Y nosotros solo en el 2005,
And we, only in 2005,
de enero a octubre del 2005, llevábamos 600 y pico de mujeres asesinadas.
from January to October of 2005, we had over 600 women who were brutally assassinated.
Lo más fuerte de todo,
The most difficult thing,
como ustedes pueden ver, yo salgo en ese documental,
and as you can see, I am in this documentary.
salgo un poquito más joven y gordita.
I was a little bit younger and a little bit fatter.
Esa realidad que ahí vemos
This reality that we see in this documentary,
no ha cambiado.
it hasn't changed.
Yo siempre digo que voy a ver Paraíso de Asesino, la primera vez me estremecí
And I can tell you that the first time I saw this documentary, Killer's Paradise, I was shaking.
porque este documental vino a recoger el trabajo que nosotras hacíamos
Because this documentary represented the work that we had been doing.
en situaciones muy difíciles.
Very difficult situations.
Todo este acompañamiento a mujeres lo iniciamos en mi casa, en la sala de mi casa.
The accompaniment that we provide to women who are victims of violence, we began that work in the living room of my house.
Con una frustración muy grande porque había mucho que hacer
We were extremely frustrated because there was so much work to do.
y nosotras solo teníamos nuestra voluntad,
And all we had was our desire to do good work
el coraje,
and our courage
¿verdad? Y el espíritu de querer transformar esa realidad.
and the spirit to want to transform this reality.
Entonces, eso nunca nos paró.
So that didn't stop us.
Ustedes si tienen la oportunidad de ver el video completo,
If you have the opportunity to see the whole documentary,
van a ver que en medio de nuestra situación precaria,
you'll see that in the midst of our precarious situation,
nosotras investigábamos los casos,
we investigated the cases
porque tuvimos que aprender por nuestra cuenta
because we had to learn on our own.
investigación criminalística
We had to teach ourselves criminal investigation
y forense.
and forensic investigation.
Quiero yo comentarles
I'd like to comment
que Guatemala
that Guatemala,
no solo es un país más de Latinoamérica
it's
o
not just
Centroamérica,
another country in Latin America or Central America.
somos vecinos de México,
We have a border with Mexico.
estamos en la entrada de Centroamérica
We are the entry to Central America.
y eso de alguna manera nos pone en una geografía política
And
bastante a veces desventajosa.
this places us in a political, geographic location which sometimes does not have many advantages.
Yo siempre digo que hay 3 elementos fundamentales en una sociedad
There are 3 fundamental elements in a society
que genera niveles de violencia
that generate levels of violence
que luego son incontenibles.
that are no longer able to be contained.
Por un lado está toda esa cultura patriarcal machista que tenemos los latinos,
One is the patriarchal macho society that we have as Latinos,
que tampoco es un patrimonio solo nuestro,
and it's not just our own patrimony,
que de alguna manera se vio fortalecido por, en el caso de Guatemala, 36 años de conflicto armado interno.
and this patriarchal machista society was strengthened under 36 years of internal armed conflict.
Entonces, cuando en una sociedad existe por un tiempo tan prolongado un conflicto armado interno, el Estado se debilita.
When a society suffers a war for so long, for 36 years, the state becomes greatly weakened.
La sociedad se va acostumbrando a la violencia cotidiana.
And this society becomes accustomed to daily violence.
Nos acostumbramos a resolverlo todo con la muerte.
And we become accustomed to finding solutions through violence and death.
Y se vuelve un círculo.
And it becomes a vicious cycle.
Un círculo, ¿verdad? Se vuelve un nivel de intolerancia muy alto.
And there's a high level of intolerance.
Entonces yo mato al que va en contra de como yo pienso.
I'll kill someone who goes against what I think.
Yo mato a aquel que me miró mal.
I'll kill someone who looks at me the wrong way.
Y entonces, si lo hace el presidente,
So if the president does it,
¿por qué no lo voy a hacer yo?
why don't I do it?
Y un tercer elemento, la
And
impunidad.
The third element is impunity.
Ustedes saben que toda sociedad tiene normas, tiene reglas
You know that every society has its norms, its rules,
que nos van diciendo qué hacer y qué no hacer como ciudadanos y ciudadanas
that tell us what we should and shouldn't do as citizens
para tener una convivencia en paz, en armonía
in order to live in peace and harmony
y poder desarrollarnos.
and to develop.
Cuando no hay reglas de convivencia,
And when there are no societal rules,
como ha pasado en mi país,
as has happened in Guatemala,
cualquiera puede golpear,
anyone can hit,
cualquiera puede violar
anyone can rape,
y cualquiera puede matar
and anyone can kill
porque sabe que no le va a pasar nada.
because they know that nothing will happen.
Tenemos el 98% de impunidad en las muertes violentas de mujeres.
We have 98% impunity in the violent murder of women.
98%.
98%.
Entonces, esto de alguna forma ha generado que hoy por hoy Guatemala
And this has generated a Guatemala that today
esté enfrentando una situación
is confronting a situation
demasiado compleja.
that is very complex.
Que hoy, aunque querramos, y por eso es que yo les quiero compartir este testimonio,
And today, even though we want, and that's why I'm here today to talk to you,
empezar a corregir esa realidad
we want to begin to correct this reality.
es muy difícil.
It's very difficult.
Se necesita de mucho tiempo.
You need a very long time.
Y esto lo planteo como el antecedente
And I give you this as the antecedent
de actuaciones que hemos venido realizando
of the actions that we have been taking
para venir corrigiendo esta temática,
to correct this topic.
¿verdad? Pero no es fácil,
But it's not easy
porque se necesita el esfuerzo de toda la sociedad
because we need the force of everyone in society.
y se necesita que nosotras las mujeres
And we, the women,
empecemos a romper el silencio.
to begin to break the silence.
Si no denunciamos,
If we don't report the crimes,
si nos quedamos siempre quejándonos
if we just complain amongst each other
y quejándonos de que nuestro sistema no sirve,
and complaining that our justice system is broken,
nunca vamos a transformar.
we will never transform.
Nosotras decidimos, y al decir nosotras es mi institución,
We decided, and I say we as my institution, the Survivors Foundation,
a ponernos el reto
we decided to take on a challenge
de hacer que en Guatemala el sistema empezara a funcionar.
We decided to take the challenge to say that the system should begin to function.
Eso ha implicado que nosotras, como les dijera, estudiáramos las ciencias que nos sirven de herramienta.
And so we decided that we would begin to study the sciences that would be our tools.
Para poder hablar el mismo idioma
To speak the same language.
con los médicos forenses, con los fiscales, con los jueces.
With the medical forensic experts, with the Attorney General's office, and with the judges.
Porque a mí antes me decían,
Because they used to say to me,
ahí viene la doñita.
here comes the little
Ahí
lady.
viene la doñita, decían.
Here comes that little lady.
Hoy yo llego
And now I show up,
y me dicen, ¿qué tal licenciada? ¿Cómo está?
and they say, oh, how are you, lawyer? Oh, great that you're here.
¿Por qué? Porque hemos tenido, y cuando a mí me preguntan, ¿ha estado en la universidad? Yo les digo, yo soy simplemente mamá.
And when they ask me, what university degree do you have? I say, well, I am just a mother.
Una mujer, una madre que su hija fue violentada y buscó la justicia.
I'm a mother whose daughter was abused, and I sought justice.
No tenía dinero para pagar un abogado y tuve que aprender yo para llevar mi caso.
I didn't have the money to pay a lawyer, so I had to learn how to be my own lawyer.
Entonces, eso nos fue ayudando a que muchas mamás como yo
And this helped because a lot of other mothers just like me,
nos volviéramos pequeñas investigadoras, puro FBI nosotras ahí.
we all became little investigators, just like the FBI.
Pero le demostramos a los fiscales y a la policía
But we showed the police and the Attorney General's office
que sí se podía investigar quién mató a una mujer
that yes, we could investigate the crimes to see who did kill these women,
y que podíamos aprenderlo y ponerlo ante la justicia.
and that we could take that person and put them in front of the justice system.
Y entonces, si nosotras, siendo una institución chiquita,
So if we, as a small institution,
lo hacíamos,
we could do it,
¿por qué no ellos teniéndolo todo?
why couldn't they do it with all these resources?
¿Verdad? Entonces, esta parte fue muy importante,
This was a very important lesson,
¿verdad? Porque allá en Guatemala, en el 2005-2006, ni siquiera se
because
levantaba la escena del crimen.
in 2005 and 2006 in Guatemala, there was never any investigation of any crime scene of violence against women.
Había el cadáver de una mujer,
You'd see the body of a woman,
lo agarraban, lo metían en un camión.
they would grab it and throw it in a truck.
Si no aparecía quien la identificara, la enterraban como XX, que fue lo que ustedes vieron ahí.
And if no one came to identify the body, then they would bury it as XX, as you can see in the documentary.
Y entonces no sabíamos de cómo habían matado a esa mujer, ni podíamos recoger, digamos, evidencia como semen, como vello púbico, como huellas digitales que hubieran podido dejar en el área o buscar el arma homicida.
And thus, the crime scene was destroyed. There could be no collection of evidence. There could be no collection of semen or pubic hairs or fingerprints or looking for the weapon that was used to kill the woman.
Entonces, que era toda una actitud de menosprecio.
It was an attitude of not appreciating the woman.
Porque el mayor porcentaje de mujeres asesinadas está entre los 19 y 25 años.
The majority of the women who are murdered are between 18 to 25 years old.
Entonces, si la joven tenía un aretito en la nariz o en el ombligo,
If the young woman had an earring in her nose or in her belly button,
o tenía un tatuaje,
or if she had a tattoo,
o andaba con blusitas de tirantes,
or if she had a blouse that was low cut,
era marera
then she was named a gang member
o era prostituta,
or a prostitute.
y entonces no había que investigar.
And there was no reason to investigate for such a woman.
Entonces, eso quedaba en la impunidad.
And those cases remained in impunity.
Y esa mujer pasaba a ser una cifra más.
And the woman became another statistic.
¿Y qué pasa? Que como sociedad nos acostumbramos a estar sumando, ¿verdad?
And as a society, we got used to adding up the numbers.
Si ustedes ven los periódicos de Guatemala,
If you look at the Guatemalan newspapers,
tiene un cuadrito
it has a little box
que dice que va contabilizando día a día cuántas mujeres van siendo asesinadas.
and the numbers tell you every day in that little box how many Guatemalan women have been murdered.
Nadie se pregunta
But nobody's asking,
quiénes eran ellas,
who were they?
qué proyecto de vida tenían.
What kind of life did they have?
Nadie.
Nobody.
Entonces, nosotras, a través de la fundación,
So we, as the Survivors Foundation,
hemos empezado
we started
a ponerle rostro a esos números.
to put faces on the numbers.
Y es interesantísimo.
It's very interesting.
Muchas jóvenes eran estudiantes como ustedes,
Many young women were students just like you,
que al retornar de la universidad a su casa fueron secuestradas y nunca más regresaron.
who on their way home from university to their house were kidnapped and they were never seen again.
Y los papás se quedaron con la pregunta, ¿dónde está?
And the fathers were left, the mothers were left with the question, where are they?
La pregunta también que muchos nos hacíamos
And the question that a lot of us had
era ¿por qué?
was why?
¿Por qué quitarle la vida a una joven que muchas veces ni se conoce?
Why was this young woman killed by someone who didn't even know her in many cases?
¿Por qué utilizar tanta violencia?
Why was she killed with so much violence?
¿Verdad? Porque esa es otra característica.
Because that's another characteristic.
Y es ahí donde empezamos a hablar de lo que hoy se conoce por femicidio,
And that's what we today call femicide.
que precisamente son dos teóricas feministas norteamericanas quienes establecen el término.
There were two women in the United States who wrote about this theory and established the term of femicide.
Porque entonces tú empiezas a decir, ¿será que estaba en un lugar inadecuado, en el momento inadecuado?
And that's when the questioning begins of why was this woman where she was at the moment that she was there?
¿O será que a esta mujer, por ser mujer,
Or then we can also ask the question, is it that she was killed because she was a woman?
le está sucediendo esta situación?
And because she's a woman, she suffers this kind of situation.
Y entonces empezamos, les comparto, nosotras litigamos, nosotras investigamos. Este año vamos a tener 30 juicios por muerte violenta de mujeres.
We've been investigating. We have been legally representing cases. This year we're working on 30 cases of murders of women.
El año pasado capturamos a 69 asesinos y violadores,
Last year we captured 69 murderers and rapists,
incluidos 2 violadores en serie.
including 2 serial rapists.
Y es que acá se da una lógica.
And there's a logic here.
Y por eso es importante que las mujeres actuemos.
And this is why it's important for women to take action.
Se empieza por los gritos
We begin with the screaming.
y no pasa nada.
Nothing happens.
Se empieza por el primer empujoncito, hazte para un lado,
It begins with the first little push, move over there,
y no pasa nada.
but nothing happens.
¿Verdad? Y cuando se da el primer golpe,
And when she receives the first punch,
muchas mujeres decimos, es que yo lo provoqué demasiado.
a lot of women said, well, I provoked it.
Incluso decimos, pobrecito, no se pudo contener.
We also say, oh, the poor guy, he just couldn't control himself.
Entonces llega un momento en que la víctima
So the moment comes when the victim
empieza a sufrir del famoso síndrome de Estocolmo
begins to suffer from this symptom
y se hace un vínculo entre el agresor y ella,
and develops a relationship with her aggressor
de dependencia.
of dependence.
Entonces toda la sociedad miramos
So the society sees this
Y decimos, le gusta que el hombre la trate mal.
says, and we say, oh, well, she likes it that her man is treating her badly.
Y no es eso.
That's not it.
Es que hay una situación más de fondo que tenemos que ver.
We need to look at the situation behind this violence.
Quiero compartirles que en Guatemala, y son cosas que nos unen,
I'd like to share with you that there's a connection between the United States and Guatemala.
hemos identificado varios grupos
We've identified some groups
que están relacionados a las muertes violentas de mujeres.
that are related to the violence against women.
Por un lado está la pareja o conviviente,
One of these elements is the partner or the person the woman lives with,
¿verdad? Que son el 56% de los casos de muerte violenta de mujeres.
56% of the women who are killed by the man that they live with.
Que deberían de ser los más fáciles de investigar,
And these should be easy cases to investigate
porque es el esposo, es el novio, es el conviviente.
because it's the husband or the boyfriend or the man she's living with.
Entonces hay información,
There's information,
sin embargo no se hace,
but there's no investigation.
¿verdad? Por otro lado tenemos a los grupos de maras,
And another case is with the gangs.
que pues operan también aquí en Estados Unidos,
And you have gangs here in the US also.
pero que al regresar a Centroamérica
But when they return to Central America,
han tomado características más violentas.
they have more violent characteristics.
¿Verdad? En El Salvador es increíble, les dan hay un ritual de ingreso
In El Salvador, there is a ritual for initiation into the gang.
que son 20 minutos de golpes,
It's a 20 minutes,
perdón, 20, sí, minutos de golpes y tienen que sobrevivir.
20 minutes where the gang member is brutalized by the other members and he has to survive.
En Guatemala, en cambio,
But in Guatemala,
se estableció que tenían que violar a las mujeres de la comunidad, como cuando el conflicto armado.
the initiation rite is raping women, just like during the internal armed conflict.
Entonces se daban violaciones en serie.
And thus began the serial raping.
Y una joven podía ser violada hasta por 25 miembros de una mara.
A young woman could be raped by 25 gang members,
Y pasaba a ser la mujer de la mara.
and then she became under ownership of the gang.
Hoy la práctica
And today this practice
ha establecido que la prueba para ingresar
has established that the way to become a gang member
es eliminar a la mamá
is to kill the mother
y a las hermanas.
and the sisters.
Esa es la prueba de iniciación.
That is the initiation rite.
Si eres capaz de quitarle la vida a alguien de tu propia sangre,
If you're able to kill someone of your own blood,
eres capaz de todo,
then you can do anything.
¿verdad? Entonces, son grupos, digamos, que de alguna forma utilizan a la mujer, o sea, la mujer es desechable para ellos,
So these gangs see women as disposable,
pero literalmente desechable, créanmelo.
but literally disposable.
Incluso es interesante cómo ellas mismas saben
And it's very interesting how the women know
que su tiempo de vida es corto.
that they have a very short life.
Y lo aceptan,
Then they accept that.
¿verdad? Estos grupos tienen un control territorial tremendo
These gangs in Guatemala control a lot of territory.
porque manejan las extorsiones, secuestros rápidos,
They have express kidnappings and they have extortion rings.
y armamento muy fuerte.
They also have a lot of weapons.
Por otro lado tenemos el narcotráfico,
And there's also narco trafficking in Guatemala
que también utiliza a las mujeres para demarcar su territorio,
that is used to control territory.
¿verdad? Y paralelamente están operando las redes de trata de personas.
And there are also human trafficking rings in Guatemala.
Entonces, ¿por qué? Porque somos un corredor, o sea, nos viene todo de Sudamérica
Why? Because we're in the corridor from
Para el
South
norte.
America to the north.
y nos viene y tenemos todo ese trasiego de
And
México
We're en
hacia
route
Sudamérica también.
from South America to Mexico.
Y digamos el Plan Mérida, la política del gobierno estadounidense, del Plan Mérida de limpiar México,
And the Merida initiative under the United States government to clear Mexico of narco trafficking,
no contempló que el crimen organizado de México
they didn't take into account that organized crime in Mexico
se iba a desplazar a Guatemala por ser el país más cercano.
would move south across the border into Guatemala.
Además con un estado débil
And there's a weak state in Guatemala.
que les da las condiciones propicias para operar.
These are the best conditions for organized crime to function.
Y por eso ustedes ven ahorita que mi presidente acaba de venir y Hillary va la otra semana.
And you can see the Guatemalan president was here in the US last week, and Hillary Clinton will be going to Guatemala this week
Para ver si pueden aumentar la ayuda para contener a los grupos de crimen organizado.
to increase the US funding to control organized crime and narco trafficking in Central America.
Porque los carteles mexicanos y las redes de tráfico de personas en México son sumamente fuertes porque son de carácter transnacional.
Because the drug cartels in Mexico and the human trafficking rings in Mexico are very strong, and now they have a transnational element.
Entonces, eso también nos deja como un saldo la muerte de mujeres,
And the end result is the death of women.
¿verdad? No lo deja, querramos o no querramos, si les estoy diciendo que 56% de muertes son por violencia doméstica, el 44%, ese porcentaje que queda,
If 56% of the murders of women are committed by the man who lives in the house with her, that means there are still 44%.
es un porcentaje bastante considerable que se lo debemos al crimen organizado que operan hoy por hoy en Guatemala. Y al decir crimen organizado, ahí tenemos de todo,
And
¿verdad?
44% is a very large number, and those women are being killed by people involved in organized crime.
No sé si pudiéramos poner ahí lo de las fotos. Hay un archivo de fotos. Yo les voy a presentar algo que no es muy grato.
I'm going to show you some pictures now. These pictures are not very nice,
Pero que es, digamos, el tipo de violencia real a la que los estados nos debemos de enfrentar.
but this is the
Yeah.
kind of violence that we're suffering in Guatemala, and we need to confront it.
Y tratar, digamos, de evitar que se dé en nuestros países.
And we need to try and do something to
Yo quiero
avoid this kind of violence.
compartirles que esta joven
This young woman,
es una mujer de 19 años.
it's a woman who is 19 years old.
Ella tenía 7 meses de embarazo
She was 7 months pregnant.
y si ustedes ven aquí en su vientre,
If you look in her womb,
a ella le hicieron una cesárea
they gave her a cesarean
para sacar de su vientre al bebé de 7 meses
to take the 7-month-old baby out,
y luego le prendieron fuego.
and then they burned her.
Este caso fue el año pasado
This happened last year.
porque nosotros enfrentamos 2 tipos de problemática en Guatemala, que es el tráfico de seres humanos para explotación sexual
We are confronting two
lo
problems.
referente al tráfico de niños y niñas para un mercado negro de adopciones internacionales. Entonces, con tal de llegar a la cuota que tenemos de mercado,
We are confronting two huge problems in Guatemala. One
empiezan
is
a robar niños y hacer este tipo de actividad para poder tener niños para vender.
two problems. One is un segundo, Lorna, porque ya, espera. Okay, no el disco duro. The problem of human trafficking of women, of young women who are sold into prostitution, and then the trafficking of children who are being sold. And so these quotas need to be reached of humans.
Si quieres, pasemos. Este tipo, digamos, de violencia toca por igual, digamos, a niños. Yo quiero, ahorita tocando el tema de trata, les voy a presentar las varias manifestaciones que hay que nos deja saldo de muerte. Este es el caso, ese niño ahí sonriente que ustedes ven, a él se lo robaron el 16 de diciembre.
The problem of child trafficking is something that is extremely problematic in Guatemala. And this child here, he was stolen on the 16th of December.
Pagaron 10,000 quetzales por él.
And they paid 10,000 quetzales?
Mm-hmm.
10,000 quetzales for him, which is like $1,200.
Lastimosamente, aunque logramos que los medios de comunicación nos ayudaran a buscarlo, la policía, en fin, nos movilizamos mucho.
There were many people who went to try and find him. He was kidnapped, and that was the ransom that was asked for, was $1,200. The police went out to investigate, Norma's group went out to investigate, they tried to find him, the news went out, the news teams went out to try and find out where he was.
Encontramos su cuerpecito, eso que ven ustedes ahí son sus piernitas.
And what you see here are his little legs. We found his body
El 23 de diciembre.
on December 23rd,
El 23 de diciembre.
the 23rd of December.
Yo humanamente me sentí muy mal,
I felt really bad.
porque hubiera querido entregarle a sus padres
I wanted to find him and return him to his parents.
a Alexis con vida.
Alexis.
Alexis, eso
Oh, Alexis. His name is Alexis,
no pude hacerlo.
but I couldn't do it.
Tenemos también, aquí ustedes pueden ver a esta joven, que lastimosamente no se mira ahí, es un caso de esclavitud en Quiché precisamente.
In this case of this young woman, it's a case of slavery in the department of Quiché.
Una mujer que pudimos todavía rescatar con vida.
It's a woman that we tried to rescue alive.
Estaba de esclava con un ex diputado del Congreso de la República.
She was a slave for a former congressional representative in Guatemala.
Y poco a poco han ido saliendo a la luz este tipo de casos.
And little by little, we see more cases revealed that are just like this one.
Porque las mujeres han roto el silencio.
Because the women are breaking the silence.
Porque aunque logramos justicia, porque gracias a Dios hemos logrado castigar a los responsables.
And even if we achieve justice, and we have achieved that with our foundation and the cases that we work on,
Pero esa parte, ese dolor, es muy duro, porque la hazaña
but that doesn't absolve the pain that these women
es muy
are
fuerte.
feeling.
En el caso de Alba Michel,
and
¿qué le hicieron? No sé.
the horrible ways that these girls are being killed. We can see in the case of this little girl, there were so many terrible things that were done to her.
De un día para otro,
From one day to the next,
únicamente quedaban las piernas de la niña.
the only thing left were the legs of the little girl.
Un brazo no lo encontramos.
We couldn't find one of the arms.
Y entonces, para las familias esta parte es muy dura.
And for the families, this is very difficult.
El año pasado tuvimos 23 mujeres desmembradas.
Last year we had 23 women who were
Les
dismembered.
quitaron cabeza, les quitaron brazos, les quitaron piernas.
They cut their heads off, they cut their arms off, they cut their legs off.
Entonces, los niveles de investigación que tenemos que realizar son muy altos.
We need to do very thorough and very difficult investigations.
Y por supuesto que nunca vamos a estar al día,
And we will never catch up with the number of cases that there are.
¿verdad? Porque solo ahorita en enero
Just in January,
fueron 67 mujeres asesinadas.
there were 77 women murdered.
Al 7 de febrero iban 30 y pico de mujeres asesinadas.
And there were over 30 women killed by February 7th.
Y terminamos el año con datos oficiales, 717 mujeres asesinadas.
And last year there were officially 717 women murdered.
Y entonces nunca estamos al día, ¿verdad? Quisiéramos, mujer que es asesinada, empezar la investigación, agarrar al responsable, pero solo contamos con 16 investigadores a nivel nacional.
We can never catch up. We would want to go and investigate the case and find the accused and then take him to the courtroom, but we only have 17 investigators at the national level.
Entonces, acá también, y este es algo que yo también quiero que quede como un mensaje.
And this is the message that I want to bring to you.
Los estados, las autoridades,
The authorities of the state
deben de ver que a la larga
they should see that in the long term,
afecta mucho más la situación económica de un estado
the economic situation of a state has a huge impact.
estar atendiendo a miles de mujeres en un hospital por traumas,
That there needs to be an investment in offering services to women who are victims of violence as well as in a hospital.
por armas de fuego,
That we see people who have been victims of gunshot wounds,
por heridas cortopunzantes,
people who have been stabbed with knives,
a invertir en las escuelas para educar a los niños y a las niñas
that we need to also invest in schools for boys and girls,
y enseñarles que hombres y mujeres somos iguales,
and to teach them that men and women have equal rights.
que tenemos los mismos derechos,
We
las
have-
mismas potencialidades.
We have the same potential.
Tenemos también que enseñarle a nuestros gobiernos,
And we have to teach the governments
¿verdad?, que este es un tema universal,
that this is a universal topic,
porque se da aquí en un primer mundo,
because it
se da en
happens here in a first world and also in Europe,
se da en toda Latinoamérica.
and it happens everywhere in Latin America.
Entonces es un tema de carácter universal, es un tema de la humanidad,
This
porque
is,
somos la mitad de los ciudadanos de este mundo.
we are all citizens of the world. This is a topic which has to be addressed in every country.
Entonces tenemos que ver esto como un problema de todos y todas.
We need to see this as a problem that affects everyone, men and women.
No es un problema de las mujeres, es un problema de la humanidad.
It's not just a problem for women, it's a problem for humanity.
Y es triste y lamentable.
It's very sad.
Le digo, hoy en mi país los agresores
And today in Guatemala, the aggressors,
tienen 11 años, 12 años, 13 años.
they're 11 years old, 12 years old, 13.
¿Cómo castigo yo a un niño? Porque es un niño.
How do I punish a child?
Y si lo meto a la cárcel, entra 5 años porque recibe un castigo como menor en mi país.
If he goes into prison, he receives a sentence as a minor, which is 5 years.
Si tenía 5 años, sale de 20.
And if he has 5 years,
En una cárcel donde no va a recibir una rehabilitación,
he won't be receiving any kind of rehabilitation within the prison system.
en donde él va a salir con una licenciatura, maestría y doctorado
And he's going to receive with a high degree,
en delinquir.
a master's degree or a doctoral degree in how to be a delinquent.
Y sale en una edad, a los 20 años,
And then he's released when he's 20 years old,
para seguir matando y violando mujeres.
and he will continue raping and killing women.
Entonces necesitamos que los gobiernos implementen esos planes de educación,
We need the
una
government
educación masiva,
to implement a system of education of gender equality,
la que nos permita ir creando sociedades mucho más sanas,
which will help us to create a healthier society
con una mayor convivencia, y es posible hacerlo.
and create a society which is more harmonious. And it
Pero
is possible,
necesitamos de todos
but we need everyone to participate.
y tener reglas claras
And we need very clear rules and laws.
y exigirle a los jueces, a los policías y a los investigadores
And we need the judges and the police and the investigators
que los crímenes, los delitos contra las mujeres deben ser investigados y sancionados.
to investigate and to prosecute the crimes against women.
Me decía un juez en una sentencia el año pasado
Last year, a judge told me when he made a sentence,
a una mujer le dieron 23 impactos con arma de fuego,
a woman had been shot 23 times.
su esposo la mandó a matar
The husband contracted someone to kill her.
y el juez decía, esa no es saña.
And the judge said, no, this isn't a horrific crime.
Porque nosotras pedíamos asesinato con agravante por la hazaña cometida contra ella, ¿verdad?
Because we had asked that this crime be tried as a heinous crime.
Entonces decía el juez, no, lo que querían era que se muriera más rápido.
And the judge said, no, what they wanted was for her to die more quickly.
Ahorita les compartía que a la vez que yo estoy acá, tengo una jovencita de 21 años que está en México operándose del rostro.
And right now we're working on a case of a young woman who's 21 years old and she's having facial surgery in Mexico.
Bueno, porque el esposo se consiguió otra novia y es más fácil matarla, ¿verdad? Que divorciarse.
Because the husband found another girlfriend and it was easier to kill his wife than to divorce her.
La golpea con una piedra, cae inconsciente, le quita el rostro, pero miren, le quitan el rostro.
He beat her in the face with a rock in such a way that her face was destroyed.
O sea, se quedó solo con los ojos, porque le quitaron la nariz, los labios, la frente, le quitaron el rostro.
He smashed her nose and her lips and everything was gone except her eyes.
Y luego el hombre trataba de ahogarla y creyó que la había matado.
And then he tried to drown her and he assumed that he had killed her.
Y el juez por 1000 quetzales lo deja libre y le pone y lo acusa nada más de heridas graves.
And the judge, for 1,000 quetzales or $120, allowed him to go free.
Entonces tú dices, o sea, estos mismos operadores de justicia están dando el mensaje
So these people who are judges, who are in charge of our justice system, they're sending a
que
clear
lo que nos
message
pasa a nosotros, a nosotras las mujeres no tiene valor, no tiene
that crimes against women are not important.
ascendencia, ¿verdad? Entonces créanme que es un desgaste muy fuerte, pero sí se puede.
And
Nosotras hemos logrado, quiero compartirles, en el caso de esta niña, 50 años de cárcel. En otros casos, el año pasado logramos nuestra condena más alta de 133 años de cárcel.
this is a very difficult fight, but it is possible. Last year, with the case of this little girl, we achieved the sentence of 50 years for the person responsible, and last year we achieved the sentence of 133 years for another aggressor.
Entonces, sí se puede.
And so, yes,
Si
we can.
Guatemala lo puede hacer, un país tercermundista con muchas pobrezas, y lo estamos logrando poquito a poco,
So if Guatemala can do it, and it's a third world country that has so many problems, we can achieve this little by little.